You're listening to the Midwest's most dangerous podcast, Lockpod, Left of Center Podcast, Season 17, Episode 15, coming to you live from the NECA IBEW Powering Indiana Lake County Studios.
Why does it feel a little different today? What is it
Snowing.
about this
It's
room?
another Friday.
Snowing.
It's
again.
snowing again.
God, dude, this sucks today. Welcome back.
You mean
We
the
had-
weather?
Yeah, we had like, what,
65,
4 or 5 days of 60s.
62,
I rode my bike
57.
like 3 times already this year. And I was jogging
That's
outside.
amazing.
It was like spring. It was like
Like, okay, we're
late-
over it.
It was like mid-May weather.
Where are
here.
the daffodils? They're coming up.
And then all of a sudden, bam,
No.
back in winter.
I looked this morning and
what
said,
always happens.
feels like 17. I was like,
Dude.
what?
The wind is like 40 miles an hour.
Crazy. Uh-huh.
I know.
Crazy.
Just walking from the car to the studio it was not pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
How
Well-
you doing, Joe?
I'm all right. How are you?
Living the dream. I'm all over. I'm sick of myself.
We are too.
You've been sick of me. It
Yeah.
didn't take
Oh,
last
him
night.
again?
Enough.
It wasn't
Jill's been
from
sick of me
yesterday.
pretty much her whole career.
It is crazy, though, right? I mean, like, you are everywhere. I mean, along with the state of Indiana and the Bears, I mean, you're everywhere.
I was on TikTok last night trying to get away from everything, and I kept running into my face. It was so annoying.
Well, I mean,
You're your own algorithm, is what you're saying?
I was last night.
This
I
is
was
like life size almost. Look at that.
Yeah, look
That's
at
a
that
badass
photo.
Look at
That's
that one.
badass. I have to get.
No one
Yeah.
gets to take this out of my office
Okay.
today. This
That's
is mine.
Cool. Yeah,
We're this a keeper.
I'm gonna put it in the bathroom.
Yeah.
No, I'm keeping
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
That's a
The
keeper.
Bears to the region. That's
Yeah.
what it says, and a big picture of me.
I
with
mean,
my
what-
finger out.
What a day you had yesterday.
By the way, they used a nice picture there,
Yeah, I think I
right?
like
I'm
the
not
fact
like,
that they got your finger.
yeah, they did. The finger is consistent.
Let me throw
They-
this up here.
The Times always gets the finger.
got it, John?
and
Okay,
Gets the finger. That's not a good. The Times always gets the finger.
Dan Carton's gonna love that.
Yeah.
That's going in the article today.
But like, if you remember correctly, when they got the picture of me at the State of the City, I was mid-word with the finger also.
Right.
Yeah, it's something about when I pop up the right finger.
They like
They're
that's
like,
a good shot.
that's the shot.
And by the way, we were laughing about the quote that they captioned there as well yesterday. You're like that. You're like, I bet that's gonna go somewhere. And
That was impromptu.
I know it was. You want to say what it says there?
I can't really read it. But
Oh, it says, "I want to see Caleb Williams driving down Calumet Avenue."
Yeah, yeah. Going to his house in Robertsdale. They missed
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah, well.
Well, if he doesn't live in Robertsdale, he could live in Munster.
So-
So go down Calumet Avenue.
Can we kind of talk about your day, because it was really amazing, and the picture that you see in the headline of the Times is actually at the end of your day.
Yeah.
But can you just
I
tell
looked
us like
pale.
how everything started?
So
your day?
I went down to Indy. Well, we knew we were testifying. I knew Speaker of the House gave me a thumbs up. It's going down. So I went down super. I had a long day Wednesday. Drove down to the State House. I stayed at JW Marriott and just crashed. Woke up 5 o'clock region time. Went to the State House, met with the Speaker, and then I realized there was a lot of speakers. I know Commissioner Repay was there.
You mean a lot of people give testimony, right?
Yeah, but like Randy Niemeyer, the chairman of the Republican Party, from
Commissioner
Lake County.
Repay.
Councilman Niemeyer was there, but he's the chairman of the Republican Party. Chairman of the Democratic Party in Lake County was there, Mike Repay.
Who also is a
Yeah.
commissioner?
Christine Sid, councilwoman, was there. Obviously myself, Earl Harris,
Phil
was there.
Talon.
Phil Talon from the Convention and Visitors Authority, and multiple
Yes.
appearances on Lockpod. Just, I mean, I'm short selling it. Porter County representatives were there.
Yeah.
Redstone was there. I think it's Councilman Vasquez from Porter County was there.
that.
Mayor John Costas from
Testified.
Valparaiso was
Andy
there.
Quinnell.
Andy Quinnell was there.
Don
Like Randy
Popovic.
Niemeyer's from and Randy Palmatier
Yes,
from Northwest
Randy.
Indiana Building Trades, and then Carolyn Jackson sitting next to me. It's just like everybody, Republican and Democrat alike, singing the same tune about how excited they are that the Bears chose Hammond, Indiana, and how badly they want
And-
them to move here.
You know, I don't think that should go without additional discussion. The fact that, okay, number one, there's 24 members of the House Ways and Means Committee. They're Democrats, they're Republicans. It passed out of that committee 24-0.
Yeah, that
So-
doesn't happen often at all.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things we've been talking about this process, and things we've been talking about on Lockpod, and you hear elsewhere, is how in lockstep and in tune both parties are on this deal, because it's that big of a deal for the state. John, did you show that picture of Tom testifying, or do you have any of that?
I was sitting next to
Absolutely.
the Speaker of the House, who
Carried the bill.
he's just
He carries
he's
the
an
bill.
awesome guy. That was after. So I walked out. Well, that's me. That's the Speaker to my left, on the right, and that's Abdul, by the way.
Lockpod guest.
Lockpod guest sitting to the left of the speaker.
Love
and
Abdul.
Randy Palmatier right behind the speaker, and there's Commissioner Repay, and behind me is Representative Jackson in that picture there. Randy Niemeyer's right next to
and then
Randy Palmatier, Christine Sid.
By the way, props to Abdul getting that seat.
He's a stud.
Man.
He was like...
He is the man.
He is. Honestly, I think he's one of the best reporters in Indianapolis. He's hardworking. So he does reporting by day, and then he does his show by early afternoon, evening, and Lockpod appearances in the morning. But Abdul's a hardworking dude. That's how I met Abdul in the State House like that, and realized he's a Chicago guy, and we have that natural affinity.
You know what sorry, Tom.
No, that's all right.
You know what I love about Abdul is he's like the king of defamation lawsuits. Like, you do not, you better think twice.
That's why I was like, that's why I was very positive about him getting that seat.
Yeah,
Can you imagine I said,
don't
like,
sue us, man.
well, how'd Abdul get in there, man? Who'd he pay off to get that seat?
No,
and Abdul's suing Lockpod.
That's all we fucking need. Another guy doing a lawsuit,
And this is right after Tom is just swarmed by the press.
Yeah, I walk out.
So where is that, Tom? Just so
that's
understands.
that's on the third floor of the State House. That's right outside of the House Ways and Means and Committee, and that's Chicago, Indianapolis. That's people like Abdul's in there. That's so AP reporter right to my right. It's just they're all trying to get me to say stuff I'm not supposed to say. It's literally what they're trying to do.
That's actually what Andy said. Andy said I had to get Mayor out of there.
They did. They literally pulled me out. Andy was like, "This guy is gonna crack."
So this was a great one too.
What's
I
that?
forgot this was. It's such a great picture.
Yeah.
Was that crying there?
No, I think that was just who sent us that was Representative Andrade, because he's on the committee.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
photo
Oh
credit,
my gosh.
photo credit,
What
Mike
a
Andrade.
Cool picture.
That is a great picture.
Yeah.
Could I get a copy of that?
Yes.
And that's Mayor Costas back in the back there, who ended up testifying. The mayor of Valparaiso. And that's Red Stone there, sitting next to Phil Talon. Don Popperbach of the Northwest Indiana Oilman's in there.
Commissioner Repay. Let's see. It's like and then you're obviously sitting next to the speaker, which is where you testified from.
Yeah.
I like that there's a little Bears cup in front of there.
Yeah, there's a lot of Bears Cup, a lot of Bears fans. It's like, again, going back to the 24-0, that you could say, what's the state sandwich? And you're not going to get a 24-0 vote.
Right.
Okay?
That's right.
And you're talking about spending $1.3 billion in Hammond, Indiana to lure a football team. And, that brings out emotions in people. And it was 24-0. The speaker just has a lot of respect in that room, of course, but a lot of respect in his caucus. He's going to carry this bill. And I'm interested to see what the final tally is in the House. Like, it would be amazing if it was unified.
Yeah,
it would be amazing, but I'm not expecting miracles here.
I think it's going to be overwhelming, right? And,
yeah.
And I think
you're not going to see the thing you typically see is Democrats vote in mass against it, Republicans vote in mass for it. You're not going to see that this time. You're going to see a big majority of people going along with it, hopefully.
The other thing I was going to say is that I think that, if you're the Bears, right, you're seeing this huge, like 24-0, everybody together, Democrats and Republicans all push in the same direction. And I thought, by the way, one of the things that came out yesterday morning that I thought was a huge, like, okay, this is going to go down today, is there was a blurb that went out that the committee hearing in Illinois, in Springfield, for the Bears bill got canceled.
Yeah, that happened right before we walked into Ways and Means, and it was the Bears that canceled it.
That's a signal, maybe. I mean, it's
they could be playing hardball. They could be like, look at us. We got this great offer from Indiana, and you guys better get desperate. Maybe they are. And, maybe Illinois does get desperate and offer the Bears. But that's where I was going to yesterday when we were doing the press conference in City Hall yesterday. I was pointing out, let's say, okay, if our offer is, let's just call it $1 billion.
Sure.
Just for ease of discussion, okay? Let's say Indiana puts $1 billion on the table. In Illinois, the Bears were asking for $850 million, and in Illinois legislatures were balked at $850 million. Mm-hmm. So let's say they say, okay, I'll give you $1 billion. All right. And Illinois matches Indiana's $1 billion offer. The Bears would be crazy if they turned down Indiana in that case. If all things being equal, it's not, though. If you took the $1 billion from Illinois and you did business in Illinois for the next 50 years, you're going to get fleeced by their government, and you're going to lose billions of dollars over 50 years. Whereas if you come to Indiana, you know what you're going to pay. It's in our Constitution.
And you're in a pro-business environment. I mean, Indiana traditionally is a more pro-business state. And that comes from even like you've mentioned, like, legal liability stuff and just workers' comp and whatever, you name it. You're saving money.
Yeah.
For
Saving
better or for
money
worse.
every
I mean,
year.
if you're just looking at it economically, right?
Every year for 50 years.
Yeah.
In Hammond, Indiana, you're going to save tens of millions of dollars, if not more. And then you take that over 50 years. That's billions of dollars you're talking about. I don't care how wealthy you are. If you didn't get wealthy by throwing away billions of dollars. You got wealthy by
or millions of dollars,
making
or hundreds
good
of
deals.
thousands of dollars.
You make
right?
good deals to become a billionaire. And in this case, I think that the McCaskey family, the Bears ownership group, is going to look at this and they're going to say, listen, all things being equal, it's not. Indiana's offer is superior to what Illinois' offer is.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned sentimentality yesterday, but at the end of the day, it seems to me that dollars and cents are gonna push one way or the other.
If the Bears were the first team thinking about moving to an adjacent state, that would be a big deal. But they're not the first team thinking about moving to an adjacent state. The Jets and the Giants did it years ago to the New Jersey Meadowlands. The Washington Redskins play in Virginia.
Yeah, they do.
But it's not D.C., right?
Oh, I'm sorry. You mean the Commanders.
Excuse me.
We're going old school.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. The
Yes.
Commanders, right? And then you got what's the other? Oh, Kansas City Chiefs.
Have just
They
moved
play
to
in Kansas City, Kansas, and
They
they
will be.
have always played in Missouri. So this is not a new concept,
Yeah.
right? How about the Miami Dolphins, Kevin? I've gone to that stadium a number of times to see college football
Yes,
games.
we have.
I've never seen the Dolphins play there, but when you land in Miami, I stay in South Beach usually if I'm there. And then to get to Miami Hard Rock Stadium is an hour drive to Hollywood, Florida.
Yeah, or Miami Gardens or whatever it's called.
It's not even freaking close to Miami.
No.
But it's still they don't call it the Hollywood or the Miami Gardens Dolphins. They call it the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean the Chargers and the Rams play in Irvine. The
San
Cowboys
Francisco
play in
49ers play in Santa Clara.
The Cowboys play in Arlington.
They don't call them the Santa Clara 49ers.
They do not.
Just like they're not going to call the Bears the Hammond Bears. We don't even expect that.
No.
Or I want it to be the Chicago Bears that play their games in Hammond, Indiana, because it's such a great deal. And they would be crazy if they didn't. You're going to save billions of dollars coming to Indiana, Bears, and all things being equal. And I don't even think Illinois is going to match our offer that Indiana's made. I don't even think they could do that. But even if they did, it's still not a good deal for the Bears to take Illinois.
So in other words, like on level is what you're saying. On
Yeah,
level,
even if they matched us. But by the way, $1 billion is not our offer either. We're
No.
doing it for ease of discussion. Okay, if the Bears match our offer, they'd be crazy to take Illinois' offer.
Well, and I think that
Illinois, I meant.
Yeah, and lost on kind of a little bit of this is just what actually happened yesterday and what happened in the legislation. And I don't want to get too
It's a
detailed.
formalization of the offer.
Fair enough. I think that's a good way to
right. So
to
the
put it.
Bears know what the offer is. They're not waiting for this to come out of the process. So basically the offer is on the table. The Bears know the contents of the offer. What they're seeing is our legislature and our governor take
Act
care of
on
business.
that offer.
They're taking care of business.
Yep.
So it'll be an official offer at the conclusion of this Senate Bill 27.
And the governor signs it.
That's right.
Yeah. And so and the other important, I think, point for you yesterday was the fact that in the amendment, and by the way, here it's not exactly, it's like 80 pages, but in the amendment, the definition of the word city is now Hammond, Indiana.
Yes.
And that's important to you.
We knew it all along.
Yeah.
But couldn't talk about it.
So I mean,
for legal reasons, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just I think we wanted to let the we wanted
I
to
love
let the
watching
process.
Kevin squirm.
We wanted to let the process.
If Kevin could say "shut the fuck up" right now, he would say "shut the fuck up." So
I wouldn't say that.
You would say,
it's in my head.
Hey, let's talk
somewhere.
about something else.
He was
Yeah, I
like
think-
that attorney on Capitol Hill yesterday. Like, if you say 5 more fucking words. Did you guys see that? That was hilarious, dude.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I think that it's part of the process, and I think the process is now that it's in the legislation that kind of puts to rest any question about where it's going to be in Indiana, if it comes to Indiana.
It's going to be widely supported by the General Assembly, in my opinion, and the governor's going to sign it the moment it hits his desk.
I think that's right.
So the Bears will have a valid, approved offer on their table. Right now, it's just an offer, but it's being approved.
How did yeah, and once it gets through the process and the governor signs it, then like you said, the offer is done. I was just curious, like, in my mind, I'm thinking, God, Tom had a crazy day. I can't imagine your phone. Like,
I can't. I apologize to anybody that
I
texted
can't even
me.
imagine.
I was like getting mad at people for like just giving me a thumbs up yesterday because they would be like, "Hey, Mayor, congratulations." I'd be like, "Thanks so much," and they're like, "Hey, tell me about the offer." It's like, dude, like I have 6,000 texts coming through my phone. I picked you to respond, right? Don't even give me a thumbs up.
Yeah,
man.
the
Just-
fact that you got a response
Dude,
from me should
there's
be like,
very few responses that went out yesterday, and then I was on a couple text chains or like,
Yeah.
I'm on Friendly Sons of Aaron.
Sure.
Friendly Sons of Aaron. We're getting ready for our dinner. So like these routine texts are going through and I was cursing it. I was just like,
it was one of those days.
Yeah. It was, I have, everybody makes fun of my phone because I have like thousands of emails that are unread and thousands of texts that are unread. I mean, yesterday
adds to it.
That's a perfect example because you get these days like that where it's just a flood and you can't keep up.
And I imagine you got some really good calls, the ones you were able to take, or maybe you got a bunch to return. But I mean, one of the things that happened yesterday was at City Hall while you were on your, we were in communication with you on your way up, and it was all about like, okay, how are we going to deal with the press, right? Because it hit the press hard. The press was hitting City Hall hard yesterday.
They were caught by surprise.
Alex and Christy did a great job managing that, by the way. And one of the things that we decided to do was we discussed it with you, and you're like, yeah, let's do a press conference, just one press conference.
Because we didn't want to do 50 individuals.
You'd be doing, and the question was like, can you do a Zoom? Can you do a this?
Right.
Can you do a
that?
that?
So we're like, listen, we're going to do a 3 o'clock availability. That's where you catch it, and I'm going to answer all your questions. And that's what we did in City Hall yesterday, and we put it on Go Hammond.
Oh,
John, how many people?
John, talk about that, getting ready. Like John, and by the way, John, great job handling and getting the room ready.
Thanks. This is what the room ended up looking like. I don't think I've ever seen this many cameras in City Hall. But,
I agree.
It actually reminded me a lot of. You guys remember, and actually a lot of our chat might remember the COVID era.
Yeah,
we were talking about
doing
that.
A lot of lives.
Those were crazy numbers when we were doing COVID.
But
Zooms.
I think yesterday beat that.
I thought we were in the thousands for COVID.
I did too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
it'd be interesting to look back. But yeah, we had over 1,000 at one point watching live on Go Hammond, right?
Yeah, that's a number I pulled, and that was just our own internal, right? Our own internal stream. This doesn't count. Like this doesn't count. For example, like Chris Campbell sent me this.
Oh my!
He had like everyone that was streaming it, all the news stations.
Oh, that was while it was going.
Yeah, some of them were.
Can you send me that picture?
Absolutely.
Wow, that is
so. That shows
cool.
ABC, NBC, Fox, and our live stream. John, do you have the picture right above that has the other, like the reverse angle of all the cameras? Yeah, just all the cameramen smiling.
That was my view.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's nice.
Really
they
cool.
all posed.
Yeah,
and they got Abe Lincoln in the background.
That picture.
No, Chris Malman.
Chris Malman took that picture.
And they got Abe Lincoln like looking at you.
He's like looking down.
Abe Lincoln's like.
And then this was cool. I got this from one of my kids sent me this. Hammond was third trending on Twitter on X,
just under Prince Andrew.
Hell yeah! Take that, Prince Andrew.
And right above the Indiana Bears, but Hammond was, look at that, trending.
Ham bone.
Pretty cool.
Can we go back to? So I think the reason a lot of people are tuning in right now is they want some stories about yesterday that they haven't heard yet.
Okay.
So can we? Yeah. Can I throw a curveball at you?
Yeah.
This might shock some of our viewers, but can we clear the air on something?
Sure.
Were you on like cocaine or something during the
I was crying in the State House.
It wasn't cocaine.
It was not cocaine.
Okay, good to know,
No,
John.
I saw some asshole say that. And
Are you kidding me?
I didn't even.
No.
First off, I was trying not to cry when I was in the State House, especially after the vote. I started getting really emotional, and I was like welling up, and I was like, "Don't fucking cry." I'm in the State House surrounded by people, and my eyes were totally watering. And like I didn't cry, I didn't have to like that, but my eyes were totally red. I could tell I was on the verge of like tears going down my face. Okay,
this moment here, during this,
it was more towards the end, John. When I did the praying thing, that's when I was hurting. I was like, oh my god, my eyes. So like my nose started running because I almost started crying. Right, so I was talking like this. I was like blah 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 blah. And I didn't even notice it, right?
It's like he's on
so
coke.
Some dude is like, "Oh, I think the mayor's got a cocaine problem." Fucking asshole! Fuck you, right? I was in the State House lining up, right? What a dickhead, dude!
How about a bump mayor?
People suck. Man, people are just assholes. It's a cesspool.
So
on
I know
social
it is.
media.
We've said that.
It really is
trash.
Let me play.
This is great.
The evidence will speak for itself.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
People I just spoke about. So thank you very much. I also want to thank the Chicago Bears organization for engaging in good faith conversations about bringing this opportunity to Indiana. Because that's so brutal.
Hey, that you are definitely doing something, right?
Yeah, the speaker is so embarrassed. He's like, "This guy is high as a kite next to me."
It's funny. I got a text from somebody right after and said, "Hey, the mayor knocked it out of the park." And I know why. I can tell that he did because Speaker Houston was smiling almost the whole time next to him. It was nice. Which is, and these guys know
Listen,
each
man,
other.
straight up, I like Speaker Houston. Straight up. I think in real world, him and I would be like buds. He is a impressive guy, man. He's an impressive guy. Like, and I've never really, I'm not representative. So I don't really hang out in the House. And if I go to the House, I hang with the Dems.
Sure.
So I don't really get to meet the Speaker, right? But obviously I've got to work with the Speaker.
And grown to respect him, yeah.
Holy cow. The guy, he's impressive. Even watching how he interacts with Earl and the Democrats, he's a very fair guy. It seems like, and
I
I'm
think
sure
that's what you want out of a Speaker. Right?
I'm totally impressed.
Because he could pound it down every Democrat's throat every day if he wanted to.
He could he wouldn't even have to talk to you.
Yeah.
But he's like just a decent guy, nice guy.
That's good for the state, right?
Just a really good, really smart,
The other, by the way, at the press conference, you were getting choked up a little bit. And by the way, that got me a little choked up. And I was thinking about it. And if you don't know this about the mayor, he's a crier, right?
Oh, yeah.
It runs it. And so is your dad, by
Dude,
the way.
I know.
So it kind of runs in the family. But
I went to the Outsiders last week. I was crying at that. I went to Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera.
Oh
Tom
God.
was crying.
I do. I cry all the time, especially at shows. Yeah.
But I mean, it was an emotional day, and we've got some clips from.
I cried on the Olympics last night when that young lady, the young figure skater. She looks like Taylor Swift, by the way.
No wonder. Is that why you were crying?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, Joe? Jennifer Liu, I think is her name.
Yeah, the one. With
and
the
I was like,
in her hair.
I didn't even know. I was like, Marissa, that chick looks totally like Taylor Swift, which to me is translated like, wow, she's totally hot, right? So like, if I say she looks like Taylor Swift, to me, I think, yeah, right? So Marissa's like, oh, you know what's going to happen, right? I'm like, no, because I don't really pay attention. And she's like, just watch. So I watched, and I was like, either she's going to fall or she's going to kill it. And she killed it. I'm like, she wins gold, right? And Marissa's like, yeah, she does.
And then you cried.
I did.
Yeah.
I was totally like, and I was embarrassed. It's so embarrassing. I'm laying next to Marissa and I'm like crying and I'm like, God, dude, I'm laying in bed like a loser just crying, right?
What a day you
So
had.
like Marissa's next to me and I'm like, oh, my eye itches, like it's such a freaking douche, man. I swear.
Did you see the women's hockey win yet? The goal
Wow.
they won on? Holy shit, was that a good goal?
In overtime.
And they were
too,
losing.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were losing.
I don't know shit about hockey, but that was a good goal.
That's awesome.
How are we doing it? Gosh, time's going to get away from it. Look at
Tom's
this.
day ends with him crying at
In bed.
Crying in bed,
figure
laying next
Crying
to
in
Marissa
bed,
and a
cried
figure
in bed
skater.
next to
Over a
Marissa.
17-year-old.
Cried at the press conference in City Hall, and I cried in the State House, and people think I have a cocaine problem.
It's not cocaine, he's just a bitch.
Sorry.
I'm just crying here.
Yeah.
Chat says they're going to call you 8-Ball from now on.
There you go.
That is a badass nickname.
That is a badass
I like that.
I was going to say bump, but John, you want to play a couple clips of the press conference here? These are great. Before we get
Absolutely.
moving on.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
My message to the Bears: move to Hammond. Come over here, Kevin. Come over here, George. We're a great environment. I want to see Caleb Williams driving down Calumet Avenue, going to his house in Robertsdale. So, day when property owners were being notified by the state of Indiana that they wanted to acquire their property for this deal, that's when it started to get real for me. And I don't want to be specific, but there is going to be property acquisition involved in this process. And there's going to be hundreds of millions of dollars of infrastructure that's going to be involved in this. Hundreds of millions of dollars of infrastructure improvements to that area involved in this. But so when people were starting to be contacted by the state of Indiana, that's when I felt that it was real.
All right,
and
that's good, John.
You know what, Kevin?
Yeah.
I remember that. And I'm not going to mention the company that was contacted.
Thank you.
Okay, but there's a lot of like contacting going on. Okay, because like there's businesses in line to not be businesses anymore if this goes down. That to me, the state of Indiana is like, okay, we called so and so today, and then so and so called my office like, what the hell's going on? Like, why am I getting bought? And I was like, like, and that was a while ago, by the way.
Yeah, I think
and that's when it hit me. It was like, holy crap! Wow. The state of Indiana is calling so and so saying, we're going to have to get your property as part of a big economic development project.
Wow.
That, to me, is the day it got real. And keep in mind, I'm doing LockPod twice a week during this phase, and we didn't say shit about the thing the whole time. Like, that's how important this was. And you know me, guys. You know me.
I think you
Give
said
me
yesterday,
a chance
I'm
to
a
talk.
talker.
I'm a talker, right? And this whole time, we had to bottle this shit up and watch... Gary come out with their proposal. Watch South Bend come out with their proposal. Watch Portage come out with their proposal. Fort Wayne, Iowa. It's like, and I had to sit there like a freaking dummy.
Speaking of which,
like we weren't even involved. That was the thing that got me. I was like yelling at Kevin and Andy like daily. Like my residents think I'm a bad mayor right now. Everybody's involved in this except for me, and I can't talk about it. Right? Yep. It was very frustrating.
I know it was, and I think one of the things that you said yesterday that I was interested to hear about, maybe a little bit, you can talk about on LockPod. It's in the notes. You said that you actually spoke with Mayor Eddy briefly yesterday.
I did. He called me up. I thought that was nice.
Yeah.
For the record, Mayor Austin sent a message as well. It was nice of him. Okay.
Yeah.
And when I talked to Eddie, I was like, Mayor Ed, the Gary Airport's going to be a huge part of this proposal. I know for a fact. I heard the speaker talking about it. So, like, the Gary Airport's going to benefit greatly because of this project. So it's one of those projects where it's definitely going to have an impact on Gary.
Well, you saw Mayor Costas yesterday testify at the. I mean, he's the mayor of Valpo. You said it, 35 miles away, right? And he's out there testifying why it's important for. Yeah, it's big for him.
Right.
So, well, congrats! What a great day. Let's do. I want to do this. This is a funny little thing we found.
This is great.
So DJ K. Caesar, he does the fest sometimes, right? He's like a buddy of Ren's, I think. Who we had on the show.
He's done the fest a couple times.
And he this is great. If you can't see it, he's out on Calumet Avenue with his DJ stand.
Right along the street with the Hammond Bridge in the background. This is awesome.
And this is great. We're gonna go from this into ads.
That is awesome. Yeah. Indiana Bears. That's awesome.
He's got a
DJ Caesar.
Yeah, nice. DJ K. Caesar. Good job.
DJ K. Caesar. He's a good follow. Wow. That was a cool little song.
Real good. All right, let's do ads and come back. We're going to talk about the guy who was above us on X yesterday, trending, Prince Andrew.
Basically, we're right in line with what's trending. So we're going to talk about some Prince Andrew when we come back. So stick with us.
And a disaster in Lake Tahoe, and then we've got all kinds of exciting stuff about 219 Day.
I want to thank Powering Indiana Lake County, our premier and studio sponsor. Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's most trusted electricians. At Powering Indiana Lake County, we set the standard for excellence in electrical work. As IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors, we ensure safety, reliability, and quality for Northwest Indiana corporations, businesses, and homes. But our mission goes beyond the job site. We're creating a brighter future for the region we proudly serve. Powering Indiana Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community. Find the right electrical contractor at poweringindiana.org.
MCR Partners is your one-stop destination for top-notch expertise in economic development, finance, and planning. With a dedicated team geared up to tackle your projects head-on, they're your go-to comprehensive solution providers. Dive into the world of economic development with MCR Partners and let them guide you through the maze of opportunities. Stay in the loop and connected by hitting up their website at mcrpartnersllc.com. For tailored assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to Matt Reardon at 219-741-9511.
Prestmer Insurance Agency. For decades, the Ron J. Prestmer Insurance Agency has been located right on Indianapolis Boulevard, serving all your insurance needs. The Prestmer Agency specializes in a wide range of insurance products and services, including auto, home, business, life, and much more. The Prestmer Agency serves thousands of people and businesses throughout Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ron or Ronnie today at 219-844-0103. They're here to protect what matters most to you. Hablamos Español. And Ronnie, I know I owe you a questionnaire. It's coming.
Byway Brewing is a family-friendly microbrewery with a spacious tap room and an outdoor patio, serving its award-winning craft beer, a chef-driven food menu, and craft cocktails on draft. Their brewing equipment and production facility offers a unique backdrop for events like bridal showers, reunions, or corporate parties. With their amazing food truck, they can cater to your corporate and private events off-site. Just off 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit, let them show you that customer service is their top priority. Check out more at bywaybrewing.beer.
Elevate your brand with Misprint, the premier printing and sign solution in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. With a 40-year legacy of excellence, their experienced team, led by Rick Balzenberger, combines innovation and technology to deliver top-quality signs and printing, always on time and within budget. Conveniently located in Munster and Hammond, Misprint is your partner for creating impactful visual solutions that leave a lasting impression. Visit them at misprintusa.com to bring your vision to life today.
Thank you to our sponsors.
Including our studio sponsor, Power in Indiana Lake County.
All right. Prince Andrew.
What else is in the news?
Yeah, this
formerly known as Prince Andrew.
He was trending. He was trending along with Hammond, Indiana yesterday. Mm-hmm. Prince Andrew, because he was arrested due to his Epstein connections.
I did find out that arrested in the UK does not mean charged necessarily.
Yeah, they do it when
investigation.
Right, when you're being investigated, they arrest you for the investigative purposes, right?
Yes. So that's a little
like
different
in America,
than here.
they could investigate you privately.
Correct, and they can
They do it through
question
subpoenas
you,
and
bring
things
you in
like
if
that.
you're voluntarily can come in. But
Right.
Usually you get arrested when you're charged.
So it's more like a public thing because, like in America, you could be investigated and the public wouldn't even know about it.
Correct.
Whereas in Europe, if you're being investigated, they arrest you and then it's
Public. It's out
clues
there.
everybody off. that,
Yeah.
hey, there's something going on here.
And this had to do with like I think it was called not public corruption, but like public misuse of public office or something like that.
right.
So
You've been following this, Joe?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Do you know anything about this guy?
He's a skis.
Yeah, I mean,
I wish I knew what
I
that
didn't
meant.
really know much. He was
Allegedly.
married. He was married to Fergie, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Wait,
She's
no.
been
Not that Fergie. Not
Not
Black
the
Eyed
singer.
Peas Fergie.
Oh, I'm
no,
thinking
no,
of
no,
Fergie
no,
the
no,
singer.
no. Oh,
She does have a song about London Bridge, though. doesn't she? It's written about him.
and Fergie was also the Fergie that I'm talking about with Tom over here. She was also like in communication with Epstein. It seemed like they were all buds.
She's scandalized also.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like
Brought her girls over
She
there or
was like
something
friends
that.
with Epstein.
Yes, they all were very social friends. This is a crazy photo.
What
Is
was
this-
that?
Is this him in the back of the?
He dropped his seat so they couldn't picture him.
Jill sent this along. Jill, where'd you get this? BBC News.
Yeah, I think that's.
Slumped in
think
the
that's
back
why
of
they
the
were bringing him
vehicle.
in.
Yeah.
So they dropped. So he was hoping that if he drops his seat all the way back, nobody would be able to picture him, right?
It says the former prince
Gotta
was
be.
pictured slumped back in the back seat of a vehicle after leaving Alsham Police Station in Norfolk.
No,
Dude,
you do.
He looks.
Scared.
Oh my
That man's
God.
gonna sing.
You know what you do if you don't want to be pictured? First, you get like a blanket or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Drop back, put a blanket over the top of you.
On his birthday too.
Yeah, that's a
Whoa.
bad one.
Oh.
So, like, what do you make? So, I've heard like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Representative Mace, Representative Massey, basically complaining like, why aren't you doing it in that hearing with Attorney General Bondi? Why aren't you doing anything over here? And
Because if they prosecuted people like the Clintons or Bill, then Donald Trump would have to be prosecuted as well because Donald Trump's as dirty as any of them. So
Who knows?
If
I
you're
mean,
saying he is, dude.
Well-
if anybody with a connection to Epstein, like Fergie, Princess Fergie, I don't think Princess Fergie was engaging in sexual. Maybe she was. I hope not. But like, she's just merely associated with him and is scandalized, right?
Yeah.
We have hundreds of pictures of Donald Trump hanging out with this guy, and yet Donald Trump is innocent as a jaybird. Get out of here.
I mean,
He's
it's
exonerated. You didn't hear this?
Yeah, he
According to
told
him.
us that. He told us he was exonerated.
It's interesting, right? Because
I
think
believe the
there's-
president.
There's a leap between, but there's a big leap between, association and criminal liability.
Agree.
Who knows? I haven't seen anything that I would say, for example, that Bill Clinton was involved with like teenage girls on the island. I haven't seen anything that says Donald Trump is involved with teenage girls on the island.
But Bill Clinton was associated with Epstein.
with Epstein. Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
So that in itself, nowadays, any association at all with the guy, and you're just guilty before.
I think you're guilty by association, but I don't know if you're guilty necessarily criminally.
I agree.
That's what I would say.
Agree. Guilty
Yeah.
by association, like in the public, in the public's
Public
verdict.
eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. But Prince Andrew.
I did not go to Epstein Island. I'm very.
I did not
happy to
either,
say
and
that,
I guess I'm glad I was never invited.
yeah.
Now
I was in office
back
when
in
all
the
these
day,
people,
it was probably like, man, this is cool down here. You get to go to an island, and
like,
who knows what's going on down there? But
the snorkeling. The snorkeling is great there. I heard.
Yeah.
I went for the snorkeling. Wasn't that Johnny Cantrell's line?
I went for the snorkeling. Yeah, but I said like
Johnny
big
Cantrell was on Epstein Island.
No. He made a joke about it. He was like, "Yeah, I heard the snorkeling there was great."
But like this whole like Howard Lutnick thing, like that's crazy. Like where he said some quote where like, yeah, well, we were just vacationing on the yacht and we decided to bring the boat by with the nannies. I'm thinking,
Oh, yeah.
are you out of your mind? Like just the conversation you're having.
But
And I
that's
brought
what
the
I'm saying.
family by with my wife for lunch.
but I think the reason he's saying that is because, of course, I wasn't engaged in
Sure. Terrible conduct.
immoral sex.
There you
He
go.
wasn't engaged in that because how could I be? I had my wife and my kids there. So he's trying to say, yeah, I knew Epstein, but I wasn't involved in all that bullshit. I was just like socially friendly
Yeah,
with
it
him,
just comes off so like above it all. Though I mean, not
Dude.
above it all, but like just like this. Like he's basically saying like I was on my yacht with our kids'
If you knew a
nannies.
dude that had an island,
and I was
though.
like, sure, I'm saying
My
it's just
buddy,
crazy.
If Kevin had an island and Kevin was like, "Hey Tom, you want to come by my island?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll stop
come
by your
over for
island."
lunch.
right? It doesn't mean I'm down with everything you do, Kevin.
No, I get it. I just think it's crazy to think that
Kevin
there's
is crazy.
there's this level of that we have this world that's out there that we're so below. That's just
I'm glad we're
in this
below.
case I'm very happy.
But the Lutnick thing, like if he was in a different country, he would have been fired or resigned already.
Right. You would think,
because there's at least a half a dozen so far that I've seen in Europe that have quit or resigned.
There's
or
consequences.
Like things are happening,
yes,
but not in America.
It's going to.
I've seen a couple of people resign, like lawyers and other stuff like that. I've heard about a couple of people. It's going
to take a couple.
It's going to drop.
We're going to have to wait for Donald Trump to be not president. As soon as Donald Trump's not the president anymore, then you get a new attorney general that has different priorities than Pam Bondi. So
and an independent DOJ again, and the other thing I noticed, like that Marjorie Taylor Greene saying, she keeps saying, like, I had this conversation with the president, and he yelled at me, or he said to me, my friends will be in, there's a lot of my friends that will be in trouble if this happens. So
probably true.
Yeah. So
nasty ass.
It's crazy.
Hanging out with nasty people.
Gross.
It's crazy.
It is. It's gross. Hey, I don't want my friends to go down, and himself, the orange man.
He doesn't care about his friends.
I agree with you. He cares about his own nasty ass. So.
Some of this stuff is so disturbing, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just really, really bad.
I'm looking forward to the
sad.
Clintons testifying. That's going to be an interesting day.
It's
next week or the week after.
I think it's great. I think that Donald Trump should testify also. Like if the Clintons, the former president's going to testify, I think it's incumbent upon our president to clear up his role in it as well. So
did they figure that out? Are they testifying behind closed doors?
No, they want it in public.
I know they wanted it, but
I don't know. A good question.
I agree with you, Jill. I think Jill's right on this. I think they want it public, but the Department of Justice does not,
or Congress. It's
Congress.
Congress.
Oh, it is Congress.
Yeah, it's
You're
a
right.
committee.
So, like, I think they don't because it's going to be a spectacle.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, man, there's one thing. We said it on the last show or the show before about Hillary Clinton.
Both of them.
She's one of the smartest people you'll ever meet. Okay? And Bill Clinton is one of the smartest people you'll ever meet. And they're really good at defending themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, I'm sure they're not intimidated about talking about their role publicly.
They want to be in the public.
They're like, okay, if we're going to do this publicly, then, let's get President of the United States over here to do the same exact thing because his ass is all over the place with Jeffrey Epstein. And it's true. So they
definitely knew each other.
If there was pictures of me with Jeffrey Epstein all over the place, I'm sure I'd have to clear it up. Honestly, if there's multiple pictures, I'm like, no, I just like the snorkeling. But it's like, yeah, you have hundreds of pictures, right, of you and Jeffrey Epstein. It's like, clear it up.
We need to search Tom McDermott in that search engine, John.
Yeah, right. You're not gonna.
You better not
find this one. Yeah, like I am Junior. So.
Oh man. Oh jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's. This is a. I know. Tom and I are both skiers, and this came up recently, and this is just like it's like whoa, because we haven't been in this exact area, but we know.
No, not in. We don't go up.
Backcountry.
We don't go up backcountry.
Right. Why don't you go ahead and explain?
So I followed snowpack really closely, especially this year, because I do plan on going skiing out west again. Or I haven't. I did it early in the season. It was horrifying, bad, and it hasn't snowed. Colorado doesn't have any snow. Utah hardly has any snow up until recently. Just this week, they got a bunch of snow. And then, so this week, as the storms are hitting Utah, it makes me happy because I'm going to ski there this season. And then it's hitting Colorado, which makes me happy because I'm going to ski there this season. I pointed out, wow, Sierra Nevada, Lake Tahoe is getting 5 feet of snow this week. 5 feet of snow. It's like enough to keep them busy for the rest of the season. So it was just like in 1 week, they get 5 feet of snow. And they were doing okay, and now they're just amazingly blessed.
And Tahoe is an area you're very familiar with.
I went there my whole life.
Near there, right? So
I love that area.
I mean, it's not unusual for there to be like a big dumping, right?
Dude, they'll get feet. It's crazy, and you'll get stuck up there. I've been stuck in Tahoe a couple times, and you just can't do anything about it. You're just stuck. You're not getting out.
You're not driving out.
Get another hotel room.
Out, you're not
just work it out with the hotel, because the cool thing for the hotels is the people can't come in and get their hotel room either. So they just make a deal with you, like you want to stay another night because the people that were supposed to be here tomorrow aren't going to make it.
So it kind of works out that way.
Yeah, and you're just sort of stranded, and then you can't even really ski because there's too much snow to ski.
Wow,
it's ridiculous.
So everyone's just hanging out at the bar.
So I'm not that good of a
town.
skier, and I'm a good skier, but when it's too much snow like that, it's more pain than it's worth, right? Well, these backcountry skiers, they get dropped off by helicopter. And they go up in places where, and when we're in the resorts, they use avalanche control. They shoot mortars basically into snowpacks, and they cause avalanches on their own. They do it at night. And they'll fire a mortar at the side of a mountain, hit it, and then all of the snow falls down. So they take care of avalanches on their own in the resort, so that you'll never have an avalanche in Heavenly Valley, for instance, and kill a bunch of tourists, right? But if you're going into the backwoods, which is where all these skiers went, they got dropped off by helicopter, and there's, I think, 16 of them that went
near
skiing.
Truckee, California, right?
And they're up in the mountains.
And this is on the California side then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Truckee's in California. And by the way, the Sierra Nevadas, you can get above the tree line. You're so high. There's no trees.
And Tom, am I right
the air is so thin. I think it's like 11,000 feet when the trees stop growing.
Wow.
So you'll be up there at 13,000 feet on some of these hills, and there's no avalanche control. So you're skiing on top of like a mountain of snow. And if you make the wrong move, you could cause an avalanche.
Or it could happen naturally, right? And so, am I right? Tahoe is bisected?
Yeah, it's both. One side's Nevada, one side's California.
Okay, so this is on the California side, and it's a group included 12 clients and 4 professional guides on a 3-day expedition when the avalanche struck as they were heading back to the trailhead. 6 people survived and were rescued, but dangerous weather and ongoing avalanche threats had made recovery efforts extremely difficult. There's a bunch of first responders involved. They've confirmed 8 have passed away, which is really
And these
really
guys
sad.
that are skiing back there, they wear life vests. They're much like a life vest that you use in the water. You use that to keep you. So if you see the avalanche coming, you pull the ripcord, and then when it hits you, you basically have like a flotation device around your neck and around your chest, and it pops you up above. It's supposed to save you from going under the snow. It keeps you above the snow.
I think I was thinking about this, and Tom and I were talking about this. I think the issue really becomes like, you're going down a mountain, and if you don't hit anything, there's a chance you survive. If you do, you're probably going to die, right?
If you get buried, you could survive.
You got a chance.
Especially if you got a flotation device.
If you
get
hit
buried
a tree on the way down,
or go over
a ledge,
if it could sweep you over a ledge, and you'll drop 1,000 feet, and then you're not going to make it.
Correct. And I was thinking, gosh, if you end up in the middle of a snow mountain because you have an avalanche above you, I wonder if you know which way is up. I'm going to say you don't know which way is up.
Agree.
That would be the scary thing. You're like digging. You're thinking you're digging out and you're going deeper.
Mm-hmm.
But they have these beacons now, right? Or they've had them for a long time. Beacons.
I read something on the way in this morning about how they were located. They have this function on iPhones now that allows you to tap into satellites.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I have it on mine.
Saved them. I have it on mine too.
Yeah.
If you have a later model like Marissa, sorry, hon,
earlier
yours
model.
doesn't work.
That's
Marissa
right.
has like an iPhone 2 or something. It was made in 1989.
Yeah.
And she won't get a new one.
So
but like,
Marissa
so
will
Marissa
not
would
be
be
saved by the
Marissa would be
SOS.
buried, and we wouldn't be able to find her with her old phone. But my phone, I'd be like beep 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 to a satellite, and you have a shot.
And
right?
that's assuming you survive the avalanche, the initial.
If you survive the avalanche. But like you said, Kevin, like an avalanche could push you into a tree.
Yeah.
And you're going 40 miles an hour.
Or a rock.
Or a rock. Or sweep you over a cliff. I think if you see an avalanche coming, I've always heard you just go right angle right into the trees, and you try to grab onto a tree. But if you're above the tree line, that's not going to work.
Yeah. Well, it's a sad. It's the most avalanche deaths in California, I think, out that way in modern history. So there was another one in '82 that's real famous. They've done a movie about it, but this is even worse. So it's, obviously condolences out to those folks.
Yeah.
And then their families. This is scary.
Yeah. When you go skiing in Heavenly Valley, they take care of avalanches for you. We're not this is, but it's if you're going backcountry skiing, that's definitely risky, and you sort of accept that risk, and unfortunately,
it's beautiful country, man. And when you're out there, it's like
Dude, I can't think of a worse way to die. Like buried alive in the snow.
that'd be horrifying.
be rough, drowning.
I wonder if they died from suffocation, or like Kevin and I said, if they got swept over a cliff or something.
Be interesting to see. It'll all come.
I
out.
agree with you, Jill. That would be horrifying to get smothered and you're freezing cold. That would be horrifying.
And then you panic.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking
and you
about
wouldn't
that.
be able to move.
So
You'd be just
panicky.
like cemented in place and just surrounded.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about this.
And that's another reason they have, if you have the flotation device, because eventually it lets loose, and if it lets loose, it gives you room to breathe and stuff like that.
Is it heated? Like
It
melt the
is
snow
not
in
heated.
it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It makes coffee for you. It's really nice. Yeah.
Oh wait, Jill, you got a gift for Mayor. Let's see this. We forgot to give it. Let's do this.
What's the purpose?
I think it's just a
Early
Oh my
Oh, no,
God!
that's
Oh my God!
Right on LockPod.
Yeah.
With a record number of viewers.
Hi everybody.
Great pass, Jill.
Are you burning? Is your crotch burning?
No, I'm not burning.
Where did that go?
Lord.
on my genitals.
Now he's crying.
Yeah.
Oh my!
We should get some. I'm gonna go while you're opening your gift. I'm gonna go get some paper towels.
And this is Jill's last day on the podcast. Everybody, thank you, Jill, for your.
I love it.
For the record, I handed this to Kevin to give him earlier.
And then I went
And he
like
was
this,
like,
and you passed
no,
it to
throw
Tom.
it. He said throw it at him later.
It's awesome. I love it.
Not that one.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, no,
Not
the
that
other
one. The other one.
Oh, let's see what we got here.
Oh, Chicago Bears, Grateful Dead. Love.
Show the
Thank you,
camera.
Jill. That's awesome. I love the color too.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna get some paper towel.
I'll
Yeah.
go get him.
All right, Jill's gonna go get him. Well, we do ads.
I don't need any more coffee anyway.
No.
All right, go ahead and start us off.
I
here.
will.
So
I'll read some too.
Yeah,
All right,
thanks.
good. So we're gonna start with tortillas.
Maybe Tom should leave.
Yeah,
And go
tortillas
clean
Nuevo
yourself
Leon
Yeah.
is the gold standard in Mexico City. You know it's live podcasting when this happens.
We're live, baby. We're live.
Is the gold standard in Mexican cuisine across the Midwest. Look for Tortillas Nuevo Leon's popular red and white label at your local grocery store and enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón. Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón.
I want to read this one.
And I just want to thank Mayor and I had a really nice lunch the other day with Jesse Martinez, who's one of the owners of Tortillas Nuevo Leon. So thank you, Jesse and his brother Jamie, for all their hard work with Tortillas Nuevo Leon. We had a really nice lunch with them, and it was great to see our sponsor.
Cantrell and Cantrell, attorneys at law. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? Give Cantrell and Cantrell a call and schedule your consultation with someone who is in court and at the jail every day. I'm going to go to the Tom Cam while he cleans that up.
Yes,
so
go to the Tom Cam so you can see what's going on here at the studio. If you think this is high class, man, you've got the locomotive doing his own cleaning.
Call John Cantrell at 219-554-4LAW or visit their website at bettercallcantrell.com. John and his wife, Kristen, make a great team and are waiting to hear from you.
Branding Room Floor. Hiring a full-time marketing manager is costly, but what if you didn't need to? At the Branding Room Floor, we are your marketing department, providing marketing strategy, creative design, web development, full brand management, and more, all for less than the cost of a single employee. We're the region's award-winning full-service marketing agency, partnering with businesses and organizations that want complete marketing department results without the overhead. Stop doing it yourself or delegating to unqualified employees. Get the support, expertise, and partnership of a full marketing team with The Branding Room Floor. Visit thebrandingroomfloor.com to get started today.
Cantrell and Cantrell.
I did that already. I did that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Calumet Brewery?
Yes, Cal Brew.
Never mind.
Cal
Thank you
Brew.
to our
No,
sponsor.
Cal Brew we need.
Oh. Did you make it through dry January? No,
Nope.
I'm going to start fucking drinking like right away, actually, with my wet crotch.
Yes.
And there's the show
And
title.
there
Yeah.
is the, not the Bears.
Wet
It's
crotch.
Wet Crotch.
Yeah, maybe we should skip that one. How about continuing it into a free from alcohol February with cold alcohol-free beer? Michelob Ultra Zero is a superior alcohol-free beer that has 29 calories, 6.5 carbs, and a new lime-flavored option. For those that love craft brew, try the new Golden Road Mango Cart NA or Elysian Easy Dust IPA. Don't forget about Stella Artois, which is brewed 0.0, which is brewed to give the import drinker a perfectly balanced alcohol-free beer. With so many great non-alcoholic beer options, keep your dry January rolling into February has never been easier for those that love beer. Enjoy beers and cheers responsibly.
Thanks to our sponsors, including our studio sponsor, Power Indiana, Lake County.
Thank you, Jill, for the
For all of
beautiful
that.
gift.
For all of it.
For the beautiful gift and moment that we'll never forget on
That
that
will
pod.
be,
So,
we will have forever.
yeah, I was like, ah!
That was
So,
unbelievable.
Yeah. Anyway, let's roll into 219 Day. We got
What a
by the
219
way,
day yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was 219 Day, our fake holiday that celebrates the region, and it's a 219 Day we'll never forget. We announced Chicago Bears interest in Hammond, Indiana.
Yeah, February 19th is 219 Day. 219 is our area code here in Northwest Indiana, so that's why it's on February 19th. But the city also does a great celebration. In fact, I've got my 219 model
Yeah,
here.
it's
I'll
nice.
spin
I like
around.
those shirts.
Sorry, you have to
It's
look
like
at-
old
don't
school
look at my
70s
butt,
shirts.
but
Yeah.
here's the back of the shirt.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Twerk, Kevin.
No, I wish I knew how to. I don't think I know how to twerk.
That's
can
all
twerk.
this show is missing right now.
Yeah,
is
me twerking. Yeah, that would really put viewership down Viewership would tank.
Like I can't do this.
I can't
anymore.
watch this anymore. You know, I've tried to listen to Lock Pod for years.
When Kevin
This
started
is it.
twerking, that was it.
Oh my god!
It kind of fits though in 219 Day because it's a crazy.
What's that
celebration.
Black Eyed Peas song?
My humps.
My humps. My humps. My
See,
humps.
you're already
Lovely
better than
lady
me.
love.
Fergie's the theme of the
Fergie.
show.
Yeah, my humps. My humps. My lovely lady humps.
219 Day.
Yes,
Yeah,
219
219.
Day.
It's a reunion theme.
Everyone's saying goodbye to Jill in chat.
Right
It's been fun, Jill.
It's a
You'll
Great.
never get
good
rid
run.
of
It was a
me.
good run, Jill.
I know too much.
Yeah.
She does know it too much.
John, I think just getting back to 219 Day real quick. 10th anniversary. It's always a great party at the Civic Center. It's free to go. It's tomorrow from 6 to 11. Please show up. There's some crazy things that are happening, including we're giving away a Mercedes.
That is true. A real Mercedes car.
Yes.
It runs.
That runs.
It runs.
Yes.
No.
Giving away a Mercedes that runs.
Correct. It's green, but it's a Mercedes.
It's all right.
Yes. You can. And by the way,
Metallic green, beautiful metallic green.
It's green. Free entry.
Do we know the
entry.
year of this vehicle?
I want to say, well, it's been around a little bit, but
Has it been well maintained?
I think
think
it run.
so.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
Mercedes are made to last, right?
Correct. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, this is a Mercedes. It's
German engineering.
I checked it out. It's nice. We have the title. Thank you,
Nice.
Linda. Great job getting the title for the city of Hammond. We're going to be able to sign the title over.
We've done this
If you
before.
sign a release,
Yeah.
it's a little involved of a
Dude.
release, but
Remember we gave out the car, we gave
Yes.
out one of the Region cars in one of the previous 219 days.
Misprint wrapped it.
And then I saw it in a wreck or something
Taco?
like
No,
that.
is it Taco Bell? The guy worked at Taco Bell.
Oh,
So like on Calumet Avenue in Munster, he worked at the Taco Bell and was always parked there.
that's hilarious.
So it's just to be seriously for a second. So it's free to enter.
Yes.
No purchase necessary.
Correct.
To enter this drawing for a free car. You just have to be present when the drawing occurs.
That's correct.
That night.
You
at
should make people
219 Day.
twerk or something like that to enter.
Wow.
Earn it.
My humps, my humps.
Yikes.
It doesn't have to be good. You just got to
John,
twerk.
that'd be great. That's our job. All right, you need to. You want
You
this
gotta
car?
have to twerk.
Twerk.
We get like a class action lawsuit against the city of
they
Hammond
made
for
me twerk.
Yeah. It's this little old
make
lady.
them twerk.
The little old Polish lady
Yeah.
from Robertsdale
Yeah.
They
wins.
wouldn't let me win the Mercedes unless I twerked.
The Bushas win. Great twerking by the Bushas.
made me twerk.
Class action lawsuit.
But make sure to come to 219.
It'd be like people in law school are reading that case. Like, what were they thinking?
I don't want to. Yeah. Who was the lawyer for that for
Like,
that
A
city?
city made its residents twerk. It's like, what the kind of hell?
We'd
hellhole
be
is that?
trending again.
Yeah,
Hammond.
damn. Right below Prince Andrew again.
Yeah.
And it's a I'm sorry if you said this, but it's a 10-year anniversary of 219
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah. It's got kind of a reunion theme.
Reunion theme, great live performance this year. Boy band review.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
getting.
Doing
I
all
didn't
the
realize how
decades.
big these guys are.
It's turning into a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy band review. So if you are a fan of boy bands from the 80s, 90s, 2000s,
Who isn't?
They're gonna right. Who isn't?
Jill?
Who isn't?
I wanted that.
There you go.
They're playing the Sphere. Did you see that? Not the boy band.
Yeah.
review.
Backstreet Boys, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
there'll
I'm
be some
back.
Backstreet Boys.
All right.
They did. They're back, right? They already
Huh.
did it once.
Oh,
They did.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they
They
did.
did, yeah.
Hey, Jill.
What?
Who was the band we had at the Festival of the Lakes? It was a boy band. And as soon as they left the Festival of the Lakes, they got into a fight on stage.
Oh, I know who you're talking
They
about.
broke up.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were like an R&B
that's
with the
right,
white guy was the lead.
Yeah, and he was a total douche. That
Yeah.
guy, he was a total. When he
Yeah.
was,
I
Someone
don't-
in chat will not remember this.
please remember this, guys, because they played the fest. It was a boy band, and the lead singer
It was
was
the next show, actually.
he was a
Yeah.
bore, like total asshole to all of our staff. He was making inappropriate comments to our staff, asking for inappropriate things. And it was just a generally unpleasant experience because of that guy. The rest of the band was great, right? And then they go to the next stop and get into a fight on stage. Literally, they were throwing punches at each other on stage.
Yeah.
And that band broke up. We were the second to the last stop they made. But
was it.
We saw the behavior in that lead singer. He was out of control.
Something was going on.
Chad
Yeah.
is on it. Color me bad.
There you
Color
go.
me
Thank
bad.
you, guys.
Boom.
Thanks, Joey.
You can always rely on chat.
Freaking Lockpod chat, best in the nation.
Joey, good work. And so
Color me bad.
The other thing that we always do, of course, is not only are you going to be able to try to get a chance for the Mercedes, but there's also like John, you want to put up this is fun to do if you're just looking for something to do today.
Absolutely.
John helped get this ready. This is awesome. It's a 219 Day 2026 Best of Poll. John, can you put the link in chat? And what?
This is great.
John, why don't you go? These are the categories you can vote on. Please do so.
You could do it today, though.
You could do it today. Yeah, absolutely. You can do it tomorrow, but
So
do it
let's go
today.
through the categories.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, and it's fill in the blank, by the way.
I'm gonna say it myself.
All right.
So everyone's
You guys.
used to. Yeah,
Let's
go ahead, sorry.
We'll
Go ahead,
all
Tom.
do it. Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone's used to like. There's a best in the region
Right.
poll,
Best of.
as we
Best
all
of.
know. Best
Right.
of.
That's
Best commercial real
best
estate.
of. Everybody
Okay.
brags about it. Like
Yeah.
I know Latitude, for instance.
Yes.
My brothers.
He's
best
all over
of.
it.
They're best of commercial.
Best of.
This
commercial
is
real estate.
not that kind of poll.
This is basically
Okay.
best region.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having fun.
So,
with the
for
region.
example, best region dive bar.
Sporties.
Oh,
What's that? Sporties?
That's
Okay.
a whiting.
What
I
do
would
you
say,
got?
I would think like Johnny's Taps in the running, or like the Pines is one
Okay.
of mine. You know, there's
I don't go to bars,
so
I couldn't even tell you.
okay.
I don't. What's that one in Hammond on the Boulevard?
Oh, Boulevard Lounge is that still
No,
around? La
no,
Rosa's?
the real. It was by La Rosa's across the street. What's that one?
I was-
Kennedy has the Christmas party there.
Oh, Old Glory.
Old Glory.
There you
That's
go.
mine.
All
That's
All
mine.
right, Old Glory.
I've only been there like once.
All right.
Next.
I don't
For the
drink.
Christmas party.
I think I did stop in for
There
the
you go.
Christmas party. Okay.
Best place for a late night meal in the region.
White
Ooh.
Castles.
Round the clock. Top notch.
I fast.
Purple
at night.
Steer.
I was a Hessville restaurant kind of guy.
Oh, there you go. Open
I'm
late,
such a
John.
boring person. I fast.
I'm going to claim this one, Hessville restaurant.
All right, there
Okay.
you go.
Okay.
Born and braised.
I'm the most boring person in the world.
Next.
Best region tattoo parlor.
I have no tattoos.
No idea.
I don't know. Tattoo lady, right? Is that
I
the one
can
that has
yeah,
that,
I'll
right?
go with that. Tattoo lady.
They're at
wait.
219 Day.
Yes.
What's the famous one? I see. This is how much I don't know about tattoos.
Roy Boys.
Roy Boys. Thank you. And
But
Gary.
I'm saying I'm going with tattoo lady.
All right.
Absolutely.
I'm biased towards Hammond.
Best region fireworks store.
Fireworks store. Gotta-
we're. I don't know. You got to be careful.
We gotta be
we don't
careful
want to
here.
like get.
We can skip it.
We're already anti-fireworks.
Yeah, we
it.
get sued by these guys all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I want to be on the record. for
Let's
this.
skip it.
Yeah. Okay.
Best used car lot in the region.
Oh wow.
No
I
idea.
don't know. Oh wait, was people are going to vote for CarMax, or like is there somebody's like
I guess that
famous
is
used car lot?
Yeah, it is.
That's not.
That's
region,
lame
though.
though. That's not very region. You got to vote
I mean,
for like
Smith
in
Chevy,
Mayville.
there's
Smith
only one.
Chevy.
one way.
I
I
don't know.
see one
I'm
way
going with
all the
Smith Chevy.
time.
Smith Chevy.
Yeah. All right.
Best region tobacco shop.
Dude,
Tom, you
do I
should know
even live
this.
in the fucking region? I don't feel like I belong, man. I have no
idea.
tattoos. I don't smoke. I don't go out drinking.
Best
Surely
region.
you've gone into some tobacco shops for
Oh,
some
what's that one?
ancillary
No,
products.
what's that one right by my house? They love me, and they played my weed commercial.
Smoke 219, I
Yeah,
think.
that's the one.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but on 175th.
They did. They played that weed commercial forever in there.
Like, it was inappropriate. They played it so long.
Yeah.
It was like 4 years later. They were still playing it. Yeah, I love that tobacco store.
Smoke 219.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
my one.
Best check cashing place in the region.
Oh boy, I love that. That is the region.
Yeah.
That's check
Region,
cashing.
yeah.
All right, next.
Well, wait, what did we pick?
Oh, I don't know.
we're
I
gonna
don't
put
even
the
know
one-
any.
What's the
I
one on
don't either.
165th? The one in
Oh,
Calumet and 165th.
I should know this, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
we
Cash
don't.
something,
All
check
right.
All
something.
right, best party in the region. Actually,
Only
this
one
is-
choice.
There's only one choice. You have to select 219.
What is your email
Yeah.
address? Bigballs at
That's
lockpod.com.
Big balls at lockpot.com. There you go. See, everybody should do this, and then we'll come up
And
with the
done.
best of the best region.
Nice. It
Best
has been
of region.
submitted.
Look at that.
That's a great idea, John Vesmar.
Thank you.
Yes.
I love it. So, like, we have the best of that the Times does, and we have the best of region that 219 Day does.
And shout out to Eileen Ibarra, Raquel Welsh, and all their team that does all the great special events
I
with
love
the
it.
city. So good job. Can you wrap us up? Because I got to roll.
Go to 219 Day tomorrow, visit with all of us, and win a Mercedes. That's the moral to the story, right?
Yes. Agreed.
It may
And
be a
twerk.
shitty Mercedes, but and
You're gonna get a
twerk
Mercedes.
for your Mercedes. I want to see
Twerk.
some
No, there will be no twerking.
twerking for
The
Mercedes.
disclaimer is no
Voluntary-
twerking.
voluntary
Voluntary
twerking.
twerking.
Yeah,
sure,
you should.
yes.
If you win the Mercedes,
If
gotta
you walk
twerk.
up to John Vesmar and start twerking, that's on you.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, there we
it's
go.
It's a common
You
thing.
get an extra ticket,
It
right?
happens all the time at John.
Yes, it
Well,
does.
for those of you that don't listen regularly, now you see why. We're the region-
Now you see why you
That's
don't.
why.
we are the region's most dangerous podcast. So thanks for listening. We had a lot of people listening today.
of
Appreciate
fun.
you guys being here. I want you to comment. I want you to like and share. Tell your friends how much you hated it. Tell your friends how much you loved it. We don't care. Just tell people. Thanks for listening to Lockpod Season 17, Episode 15 is in the books. Thank you, Jill, for spilling my coffee all over my crotch.
That was a strike, actually.
It was a strike, and it's a really nice present. I appreciate it, and that will be worn on Lockpod. So thank you, Jay Vez. Thank you,
Thanks.
Kevin Smith. Thanks to the audience, to our sponsors. and everybody that makes this show what it is. And DJ K. Caesar, thank you. And let's go out and listen
Take
to
us
some
out.
DJ K. Caesar. Take care, everybody. Lockpod's out.